All right, y'all. Look, my time is limited, right? But I come out here, man. I got to talk to y'all a little bit. I normally come out here on Saturdays. Truly, it wasn't on Mr. Tyus this morning. It just spring this on y'all because he didn't even know if I was even in town. Because I go all over the world doing this, right? St. Louis is my hometown, where I live at. But I'm everywhere doing this. I took this upon myself to take on this task to do this because there's nobody out there really on the internet doing what I'm doing right now. Okay, like I'm in here actually talking to y'all in these pods with y'all. They don't actually do this. A lot of people, you look on YouTube, you look on all these different places, you see where they say in the life of a juvenile, or a juvenile doing life in prison, or different things like that. And they sit down with a specific juvenile and they talking to them about their personal situation. I'm not interested in that. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that don't get no change. That's just talking to you about what you did, what you've been through, reiterating the problem, bringing it back to you. I don't care about none of that, what y'all did in the past, man. That's not, we all did something. And I start off by being very transparent to let y'all know I've done some stuff in my life too when I was y'all age. I had myself caught up at one point in time. I was facing a lot of time at one point. But I was fortunate to come out of that time after 5 years. I was very fortunate to come out of that time. When I'm talking time, I'm talking about beyond the average life expectancy that they had for me to do. I'm talking 88 years, man. And I don't think any of y'all can really fathom the thought of that. I don't know what y'all did. Like I say, that's really not my concern at this point. My concern is that y'all can come out of here and be successful and do what y'all want to do. Now, I run multiple businesses also. So y'all right here in St. Louis, I brought some of my business cards. I'm gonna give y'all some of my cards before I can leave. And if y'all close to getting out, y'all want to do something, y'all want to help yourself, y'all want to help yourself in business. So I'm here to also train y'all in business. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job, but to me, job means just over broke. So I don't do it. I've been head of business since I was 19 years old. I'm 54 now. I've worked for various companies. I have degrees and all that kind of stuff, but it's people out here got more degrees than a thermometer and ain't doing nothing. Sitting home flat broke. Ain't got nothing, And you ain't got to get out here and sell no dope. You ain't got out here and pop no pills, sell no pills, or none of that to get no money. You really don't. Because this thing called life is as complicated as you make it. People don't, man, life is hard, especially for a black man. It's rough. Man, I traveled the country. I've been in other continents. So that's a lie from the pits of hell. It's not necessarily hard for a black man. It's as hard for the black man as he make it. Because if you set yourself up to be stereotyped, they gonna stereotype you. So put yourself in another position. I go in the same areas in the same hood that these cats out here doing the same stuff they doing, but because of the way I carry myself, I don't have those issues. I'm not saying that I don't run up against opposition. We all do. As black men, we know we are a little less fortunate in some areas because that is the case. But I don't want y'all to grow up as black men and use that as a crutch. Oh, I'm black, that's why they treat me like that. These white people, it's not about color, man. It's about character. It's about how you carry yourself. I lived in one of the worst neighborhoods here in the city of St. Louis at one point in my life. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with the Dub down there. Yeah, John. Yeah, all at DeSoto. Yeah, I live right there on Ober and Blair, right on the corner. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, I live right there in the heart of the hood. But guess what? Y'all know what went on down that hood. You know if you know anything about that hood. I didn't have no problem down there. I used to leave my cars unlocked like I lived in Ladue. I wasn't flexing. It's just that when you live your life a certain way mentally, and you know that you got a genuine heart to do the right thing, people gonna come against you no matter what. You got some people out there that's gonna trip, they're gonna do some things. Just because that's what they want to do, because they want to get something. They might be trying to get initiated into a gang or whatever, or they want to so-called what they doing, having fun with their boys and hurt an innocent person or whatever. You got those kind of things that come up, so you kind of got to stay ready still in St. Louis. St. Louis is just that type of deal, So when you come up out of St. Louis, that's why when you get to St. Louis, you go to different cities. Like all these different cities I go to, I'm finding that people got high respect for people to come out of St. Louis. If you're still living in St. Louis. Because they figure if you can come out of St. Louis living in these areas that we live with, but see, all St. Louis is not bad. There's a small percentage of St. Louis that they would consider a bad portion of St. Louis. That's pretty much the north side. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right there on the north side of St. Louis. And that's, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that, yeah, Kenlock, all of them. Kenlock, I don't think that pretty much exists too much now. That's a whole nother, they ain't even a city no more. Yeah, so, but all that, when I came up, listen, when I came up, I was born and raised in Wellston, but I done ran in the city, I done ran in Kinlock. I done ran in all them little neighborhoods, man. I ran with all them little guys doing all them different little things. You know, I ain't never done drugs. I ain't never drunk nothing in my life. I ain't never smoked nothing in my life. That just wasn't my thing. But I was born and raised around it, man. You know, I got 7 brothers. You know what I'm saying? All of them older. I'm the youngest of 7 boys and 1 girl. You know what I'm saying? So 9 kids, I'm the youngest of, so I've seen a whole lot, I did a whole lot, I've been out there a whole lot. So there ain't no game they can come up with, they can teach me about or talk to me about. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't about that. I've been there, I lived it, I done it, I survived it, so I'm cool with it. You know, it don't take all the being cool, being hip and hanging with the boys, doing this, that, and the other. It don't mean nothing, man. No box, you ain't gonna get nothing out of that. You come out here, you hanging with these dudes and doing what they doing and being where they been, you gonna get what they get. You know, I just went to a young boy funeral Thursday, 27 years old, man. Died on fentanyl. Y'all know, fentanyl taking over, man. It's taking over in terms of killing these kids, man. They dying younger and younger every day. You know why? Because see, when we was growing up, and we're gonna get to the meetings, then we're gonna talk real. Because that's what I'm about, because I wanna get some results here. And y'all like, I ain't coming here to waste my time. You know, I'm a volunteer for the county, but they don't send me a check to do this. I come out here and volunteer to do this. I'm a volunteer for the state of Missouri, Department of Corrections. I go all over doing that with them. You know, so I ain't the only one. I talk to grown men like this about this. You know what I'm saying? But when we was coming up, you know, they had crack cocaine, they had all these different other little weed, all that stuff. You can kind of measure and monitor that. You know, you can kind of monitor that. Ain't none of it good. But this fentanyl, you can't monitor it. So people cause they want to get high on fentanyl, they popping mollies, they doing what they want to do, and they think they just gonna get a little high and they cool. I'll tell you what fentanyl do to you, why so many kids dying off of fentanyl. First of all, it don't take, y'all know how big a grain of salt is, right? You can barely see it, right? You get that in some fentanyl, just a grain of salt. This is how much fentanyl it takes to kill you, man. 1 grain of salt in that fentanyl can kill you. So kids are dying so prevalent on it because they don't know how to measure it. You can get a scale and measure weed. You can measure coke, but you can't measure fentanyl. No, you can't. Not if you brother. Trust me, I done all the research, and my wife is in that field. So trust me when I tell you, somebody on this street, no, they can't. If you're not an anesthesiologist, you cannot measure it. You can measure it out. But you can't measure how much it takes that your body can't take. That's what you can't measure. You don't know how much your body can't take. That's why they dying. If you can measure, why so many, you telling me they set out to kill all these young brothers? Brothers setting out to kill young brothers, they put it in their deal to kill them?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. People give people poison intentionally.
They giving them poison intentionally, brother. But what I'm saying to you is that ain't nowhere in the world they not out here that they can measure fentanyl. When you can measure fentanyl, come back and holler at me, let me know. I promise you can't. You have to be an anesthesiologist to measure the amount that will kill you. That's the point, brother. Not that they are or they not. The point is that they can't measure it. So sometimes they put it in there and they don't know that they can kill somebody doing that. Some of these guys don't set out to kill somebody, do it. They had a dude that was in the store bought pills and injected some in the pills and went back and took the pills back, put the fall back over it, took the pills after that, so they put them back on the shelf. So yeah, there's people out here killing people like that, yeah.
So you're saying you can't measure it after it's in caps. Talking about when it goes to hit the body, the blood.
When it hit the body, right. You don't know, but yeah, you can't measure. Like you can take an amount. You could put a dap of it, like a needle drop, on a piece of paper or something, right, on the glass. That right there is overkill for you. Just that amount right there is overkill for you if you're doing straight fentanyl, right? So that's what I'm saying. Once it's in your body, you can't measure. So people think they're putting such small amounts in there that it's not going to kill nobody. But it actually will, because they cannot measure it in the body. This is what fentanyl does to the body, how people die. And they die. It's a peaceful death, but it ain't no good way to die. It ain't no good way to die at all. When it goes in your system and they start feeling this so-called high, they on their way out. They think they're getting high, they think they're feeling high, but they actually on their way out most of the time. You know, sometimes they got to get hit with an EpiPen or something to bring them back. If they don't have that, they pretty much going if it's over the amount, right? So what it does is it suppresses your respiratory system in order for you to be able to breathe. So when they lay down or they nod off, it's suppressing your system. So it's suppressing your system. Just think of your lungs is just closing up. They like big airbags. So think of your lungs just closing up slowly while you sleep. You think you're going to sleep, but your lungs just closing up and then they get flat. And you can't expand and contract. No air coming in and out of your body. So that's death, right? So that's pretty much what happens with fentanyl. And that's why a lot of them, they go and they sleep. They take it, they go to sleep, and they don't wake up. You know what I'm saying? A little girl over here not too long ago in a club, got in the car with some guys riding. They thought she was high. She in the back seat. Oh, she chilling. They thought she was chilling. They got to their destination. She was gone. You know, so I'm saying that, man, because it is, it's prevalent that this thing is actually killing people out here, man, and they don't even know when they taking this fentanyl that's gonna be the deal. That's their last hit or their last pill or their last whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know that that's the real deal. So I said that to say that, you know, I personally, man, I'm tired of watching the youth just die off. It's so y'all group of people. I'm not saying y'all in here, but in y'all age bracket, a lot of them is just so desensitized when it comes to death. They numb. It's happening so much that it's like it's a thing to do to die. I went to this funeral. The funeral I just went to messed me up. I went to this funeral, and after the funeral, you know, everybody in the funeral strapped. They doing that nowadays. Like, it's cool. That wasn't even permitted when I was growing up in funerals. But everybody coming there, they got guns. Then we get to the graveyard. On the way to the graveyard, they had no respect for the person that died in the hearse. Supposed to be a single file line. They zigzagging in and out, 2 lines. Then they done passed the hearse up and got in front of the hearse. Don't even know where they're going. Then passed the hearse all out the window, girls sitting out the window. One of the girls almost fell clean out the car. Yeah.
I want to know why people do that.
Yeah, Chip.
From being hurt. They know they people going so quick, they finna show out on the way there. Like, I mean, that's reasonable, bro. So, like, brown down, say, long let my boy, long let, you know, who out.
That's cool. But when you talking about being
people out the window for a reason, you know, like that.
I'm not saying that it's not a reason. I'm sure it's a reason for it. My point is that it ain't safe. That's my point. I'm not saying that there ain't a reason for it. It may be a reason for it. I know there's a reason for it because they doing it. You know, there's also a reason for what, and I don't understand. Only thing I can understand is that the person that died had ops in this particular situation. Everybody at the graveyard strapped with their guns out, like. So this person probably 9 times out of 10 had some ops. I guess that's what the situation was. But that was just like that. Just kind of messed me up. I can't drop no names as far as that go. You know, that's I can't do that. But yeah, that kind of messed me up to see that like that. You know, to go to a funeral and then we out and everybody, all the younger guys out there, they strapped. The ones that can be legal, they know what they can carry, and they out there sitting out there next to the body, just walking around. Everybody strapped, man. Ain't no security, and they just strapped. You know, but That is St. Louis. But what I challenge y'all to do is elevate y'all level of thinking, because y'all can change. It don't matter where you at. I don't care if you in St. Louis. I live in St. Louis too. And I go in these hoods. I ain't got to go in like that. It's according to your character. Again, ain't no excuse for it. It's your character, man. It's how you carry you. It's what you gonna do for you.
I'm saying those ain't got no name. No.
They don't have no name, right? They could very well hit me too. That's my point. They could very well hit me too. But what I'm saying, when you walk, because you got a pistol in your pocket, does that guarantee you ain't gonna get hit by a bullet? Right, that's what I'm saying. Anybody can get hit. Of course you can. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to get you all to elevate your level of thinking. Get y'all mind on another level of thinking about doing something more positive. Think past that. I'm not saying ignore that. Because every day I'm out here, I'm registered to carry. I carry. Yeah, of course I do, because I know where I'm at. You ain't gonna be no fool. You ain't gonna stick your hand in the lion's mouth and you know he'll bite you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying walk about in St. Louis like and ignore all this stuff that ain't going on. What I'm saying is that along with doing it, if you're gonna live in St. Louis, along with going with that, elevate your level of thinking. Start thinking something different. Start putting yourself in the mind frame of starting your own business, something that you're good at. Find out what your gift is, the gift that God gave you. Find out what that is, and then that's something that you can use to elevate your life. Because he gave all of us a gift. We all ain't walking in it, but everybody came in this world, got something that they know how to do extremely well. That they know how to do better than their partners. They know how to do better than somebody that's been to school. Everybody in this world got something that they know how to do. And if that's the case, that's the thing. I don't care if it's chewing bubble gum or selling bubble gum, whatever it is. That's the thing that can get you where you want to go, if you really want to go. I'm telling y'all that because I know, because I did it. And one of my gifts I'm doing right now, I'm walking in it right now. I started off doing it for free, and I still do it for free out here. And that's what I'm doing right now. All these years. I'm so talented in so many things. I got a construction company. I got a clothing line. I got all kinds of stuff going on. But none of that is my source. I found out that God is actually my source. And that's who elevates me. When I got connected with the Holy Spirit and allowed him to download in me and give this stuff to y'all, and when I started giving it away, guess what? My life started going up. Out of all the businesses I've had, out of all the money that I've created, and stuff that's going on, I found out the whole time it wasn't never me. It was just me. So I'm providing an avenue. So I'm going throughout the world, opening up in 20 cities to come into the poverty-struggling neighborhood, the neighborhood I used to live in. Them the kids I want to talk to, and I want to get in their mind and challenge them to start something on their own, a whole business, and help them do it. I ain't gonna just tell you, oh, bro, what you good at? Yeah, you go on out there and do that. Because there's so many people that'll tell you, man, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, brother. Let me pray with you. And I'm gonna pray with you too. But I'm gonna pray for you, but they pray for you and they walk on about their life. And they still leave you holding a bag that you know nothing about. You don't even know how to grow. They done told you that it's out there, but they don't teach you how to get there. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It may be a lot of people coming here and talk to y'all. I don't even know. It may be somebody that was out there talking to y'all when y'all was on the street. I don't know. But all they had to offer you was game. They ain't gave you nothing. They offered you game. They told you something, and boom, that's supposed to work. Now, I'm here to give you the game, and I'm here to teach you the game. I'm here to walk through it with you. Whatever the steps it takes for you to get where you going, to get where I'm at, I ain't just this dude standing out here talking to y'all, got bread, and ain't trying to show y'all how to get it. I want all y'all to get to this level, and higher. I want y'all to surpass me. So I'm going to give y'all every ounce of game I got if you want it. Because I care enough for y'all to give it to you. That's why I came out here on a Sunday. I can be at home and right now eating some cheesecake or something, watching a movie. But that ain't what I do. I'm driven to do this, man. This ain't about no dollar to me. I come out and talk to y'all. That's why I expect y'all to listen when I come out here. Now, whether y'all take this and run with it, I don't know. But that's why I'm leaving y'all my business card, because this is where I start. I'm going to leave y'all my card. Y'all want to call me. Even now, I'm in a position now where if y'all got a court case, y'all want me to show up and speak on y'all behalf or y'all behavior, I can do that now. I wasn't always able to do that when I first came up, but I can do that now. Huh? I ain't hear you, bro. Okay. Well, we don't talk more personal about that, but I'm giving you my call when you coming. But I'll come and I can come in and sit in on y'all cases now. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all got going on, and then work with y'all. I can be a liaison now to kind of work with y'all through the county, to work y'all to help y'all get, because see, the county got one interest, and I got another interest. You know, I think we got the same goal, but my interest is to come in here and actually work. Because see, the county, if they could, I'm sure they would give you all, because they give you resources when you leave here. But that's all they do. They're not in a position to really walk and hold your hand. You know why? Because they got so many kids coming in and out of here. So they kind of got to keep the protocol. They got to come and keep doing what they do to help you all, give you what they can give you, hope that you catch it. I'm not the hope that you catch it guy. I'm the guy that come here, give it to you. I want you to catch it, and then I'm going to walk with you so you can get it. And I'll walk with you until you get it. Until you get it. Until you learn, until you get your mind over here. Because I'm telling y'all talking to a dude who used to be a thug, man. I used to be in these streets. I used to tote them guns, man. I used to do some stuff in these streets, man. But I found out it wasn't me, and by the grace of God, I'm still living here, and I can walk about in this world. I ain't got no ops. I ain't got nobody chasing after me. I'm not saying I can't get got. I'm not saying that a straight bullet won't hit me still. But I got peace in here that I ain't got no beef with nobody at this point. I don't. But because you ain't got beef with nobody, don't think ain't nobody got no beef with you, because out of all the stuff I'm doing, I got haters, so that's still ops. Still the same thing. So you still got to watch yourself. But you're going to have haters if you do. You're going to have haters if you don't. So you might as well do something. Don't have no haters on the negative side, because you done went and did something that you weren't supposed to do to somebody. You done touched somebody, you done did something somebody wasn't supposed to do. Don't have no haters and no ops because of that. If you're going to have some haters and some ops, have them because you out here on something positive. They hate you because they don't want to see you grow, because that's what it is, man. I got so many people don't want to see me grow, don't want to see me go. But guess what? They can't stop it. Because ain't nothing surpass God, brother. And can't none of them. They want to stop it, but they can't. Ain't no possible way. They can do what they, only way they can stop my success is to stop my life. And they would want to do that, but I don't walk in no fear of no man, period. Especially coming from where I come from. I came from all that. I was born, just like it's so prevalent right now, I thought I was desensitized and numb to it because there was so much killing out in Wellston when I was growing up. So much killing. I mean, I'm seeing dudes get laid down, man. That's something. So I came up with a program that I'm gonna implement. I had to get all my paperwork done for it, but I got this thing, and I'm gonna implement it. And I'm been talking to county about it, and possibly, maybe, it might work. But it's gonna be a program that's, you know how they have. Y'all seen these scary straight programs where they have the kid taken to jail and let them see how it is and all that kind of stuff. I got something that's totally different. I ain't gonna really release it right now, but eventually, because I'm gonna keep coming out and talking out. But I'm gonna release. I'm gonna talk to Mr. Tyus about it. It's gonna be a program that's gonna really challenge y'all to think. Oh my God, if this don't challenge y'all to think, you know what I'm saying? So if you're out here and you know we seeing everybody get killed, this, that, and the other, right? Imagine you sitting in on your own funeral, just watching your funeral, seeing the people in your life that really love you, their reactions to their funeral. If you could come down and watch your particular funeral, you know, that would have to touch you some kind of way for you to sit back. And I say that because when you go into some of these institutions where these women are battered and abused and stuff like that, the abuser, they bring him in. Of course, he's escorted in by police, right? They'll bring him into this institution when this lady's because they're trying to get her to get out of this abusive relationship. Now, this is only once she's been in this relationship to a point where he's abused her almost to death. You know, probably broke something, put her in the hospital or something like that, right? Near-death situation. So they'll bring the abuser in and they'll bring her in. They take them in the room, right? They'll have her family and she's sitting in there and they put her in a real casket. They put her in a real casket until her closed eyes. And they have the abuser walk up to the casket. But they video the whole thing and they show it to her afterwards, right? They showing her where she would end up if she keep hanging with this abuser, this guy that's not trying to change his life, right? Keep hitting on and doing whatever he's doing. So they show the same situation here with this, that, man. I just really want to challenge y'all. I know that it's a common thing to happen, but man, please, I just want y'all to look at some stuff different. And that's all I come to bring, man. I ain't come out to be hard on y'all and none of that stuff, but man, I talk the way I talk because I want y'all to get it, bro. I feel it here. I ain't out here talking, I ain't trying to do no kudos, man, trying to get no money on paper off of this. I got paper, man. I ain't out here to get no paper off of this. I come out here really to make sure y'all get this, man, some kind of way. And I'm gonna keep coming. You know, I ain't been out here, how many weeks was tired? Almost 6 weeks? Yeah, probably been about 6 weeks since I've been out here, but that's because if I'm not here, that means I'm out of town. I'm doing something out of town. I just went to a business leadership conference up in Chicago. You got something to say? Oh, I thought you talking to him. So I just went to a business leadership conference up in Chicago. Then I did that. Then I had to do some of this kind of work up there also. So there is some paid obligations with this. There are some that's not. The one that is, that's fine. But I ain't never asked none of them for a dime. I ain't never went there and say, look, because you know what I'm doing, instead of y'all sitting out here trying to figure out, you know, even when you create your business, I'm gonna show y'all how my business grew. I'm gonna give y'all all the scoops and nuts. I'm gonna show y'all, for those of you that you wanna start a business, I don't care what it is, you can start a business doing anything. So for those of you who wanna start a business, I'll show you how to follow all the proper paperwork in the county, and then a very minimal amount of money to do that. I'll help y'all do that. If that's something you wanna do, when you come out here and you decide, because y'all not too young to do it, you got 12-year-old millionaires. Because they thought to get on there and do some NFTs or something like that online, they became millionaires doing that, you know. It don't always pop like that, because everything you see on TV ain't really what it is always, you know. Even with the rappers and the stars, they doing, half of them ain't in, and I done met a lot of them. Half of them, and some of them y'all know that they think they showing out on the video, they ain't doing it like that. Well, I done met them and been in their house and talked to them, and their life ain't even that, for real. Not on that level, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to show y'all how to be able to, how to be successful in the business. Like, y'all know how to navigate these streets, you know. Not well enough because y'all are here, but y'all still know what's going on out there. Y'all know how this thing work out there, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to be able to help y'all, man, give y'all some information. Not only information, I want to help y'all go where you going, you know what I'm saying? For real, man. So that's why I say I need y'all to understand. I'm out here because I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here because I want to be out here. Nobody's telling me, they ain't giving me no kudos to get here, none of that. And I keep saying it because I need y'all to understand the importance of giving of yourself and giving of your time. Because that's, when you get a business, don't worry about doing what you got to do to prosper that business. Create value in yourself. When you make value in yourself, people will see the value in you and they'll start to pay you to do what you do. And what I mean by that, creating value. What I'm doing right now, I'm creating value in me. You know how the value get created? People see this, they hear about it, and they see I'm giving y'all valuable information. Not only I put out my own money to help y'all. They say, oh, this dude got to really care. Because what's my motivation? If I'm helping you, I don't know none of y'all from Adam. Y'all family could be rich already. I don't know. It could not be. I don't even care about that. What I care about is that y'all in these pods, and I think about y'all when I'm not here. All the time. I was on the plane thinking about this because I done been out here and it touched me to come out to this particular location in my hometown and come out here and I see this and it don't make me feel good. So I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna press the issue. I'm pressing play. Every time I come out, I'm gonna press play. Every time. Hard as I can go, I'm gonna press play. I'm gonna press play for y'all. Because if y'all can't think for y'allself right now, I'm gonna be in y'all face long enough until y'all start thinking. Till y'all start to see yourself, because that's when you're gonna have growth. It's when you start to look at, when you can hold a mirror up to yourself and look and say, yeah, man, you know, when you can look at who you are, who you've been, what you've done, when you can look and face that in the mirror and say, yeah, I need to quit tripping. That's when your life gonna start to change, man. When you start to create the value in yourself, people, you could be in the hole in the wall and have value added to yourself, and people will seek you out and they will pay you for your time. I make almost as much money doing this as I do in my contracting company. Construction is a real big business. And I got one of the bigger businesses out here in St. Louis. You can Google me, you can Google and find me real quick. On Google, my company. You can Google that and you'll find me. Better Business Bureau, all that stuff. When you get on the Better Business Bureau, that's creating value. When you get yourself on Google, you get in the mainstream of all the social media, that's in a positive way, then that's how you create the value of what you want to do. You know, go ahead. Huh? I probably can. What you do? I probably can. So it depends on what you did, you know. So, I mean, yeah, it might be a good thing or bad. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing. Is it? What you do? You rap? Come on, man, what you do? You said I can Google you, right? So when I Google you, what's gonna come up? You what? Then then when you come up, what you do? What Google gonna say you do? They just gonna boom. I mean, you can Google everybody in here. I'm pretty sure if you search. So I'm saying you can type your name in, boom, your picture gonna come up. All right. I'm gonna get your name and find out. Huh? You don't wanna be on Google? Why? Cause you ain't ready to put it down yet? Hey, so for real, on the real, how many of y'all, man, really want to come up out here and change and really change? I mean, seriously change, man. Because listen, long as you going with the goals, long as y'all going with the grain, then, so you saying you ain't ready to change? That's why you say you gonna keep your hand down? Huh? Okay. I mean, that's honest, bro. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to feel bad about it in no kind of way, but if I'm asking you and that's how you truly feel at this point, you know, that's not cool, but you're the type of guy that I really, really want to work with. Because I want you to see something different, because obviously you haven't seen something else different that you know that's working for you better than what you're doing. So what you're doing, you believe that works for you. So I want to do something to help that work for you. So whatever it is you got going on, I don't even care, bro. I challenge you. I come on in your life and help you go where you're trying to go, bro. I help you go where you're trying to go. If you want to do something different, if you want to see another side, I ain't gonna just say you want to do something different. If you just want to see another side, because I guarantee you, I can introduce some stuff to you that's gonna surpass whatever you're doing, and you take a hard look at it and say, oh yeah, this is great. It's this easy to make this happen like this, and I ain't got to do that to do this to get that. I can introduce some stuff. I know that. So So I still want to work. I'm going to give you my business card anyway. You can still call me because there's going to be some of them times you might need to talk to me. You might need to see me. You might need me to help you out. You might need me to send somebody on your behalf. You might need that. I don't know. But I'm going to give you the card anyway, in spite of how you feel. Because feelings is man-made. Ain't no emotion in the kingdom of God. God don't get mixed up in emotion. And that's where I'm at. I don't get mixed up in people and their emotions, they feeling how they, I don't care two squats about what somebody feel and think, bro. That don't mean nothing to me. What means something to me is your thought pattern and going up and what you really want to do in your life, where you want to go, if you want to go. If you ain't got no direction, let me help you get some direction. Let me sit down with you one-on-one, find out what you good at, because that's where I'm going to start at. We're going to take a list and find out what you good at. Once we find out what you good at, and then find out how much you really like that, and then we'll take that and we'll hone in on that. And then we'll take that and grow it. It's just like planting a seed in the ground. You can't, if you put a seed out here on the ground, it ain't going nowhere because it's on the soil floor. But you put it in some soil that's nurturing, some soil that cares about the seed to get water, then it's going to grow. It's going to blossom into a nice plant. That's all I want y'all to do is blossom to a nice plant. Y'all want to come out of here and do something? I'm here for y'all. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Yeah.
So, like, what about when I do get out there and I decide I call you for some work or something, or like, whatever the case may be, you help me out there?
Yeah.
Would you ever make money or all that?
Yeah.
Alright,
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm not here just to talk to y'all and tell y'all this and then walk out of here and go home. I keep telling y'all on my heart when I leave here. When I go home, I think about y'all, for real. Because I was y'all. I lived this life before. I was in this before, man. So I know what it is to be here. It's by the grace of God that I came out. That's the only way it changed for me when I started reaching out to him, trying something different. I was used to being raised in wealth and around the killing and the stealing and the lying and the people doing everything. That was a norm for me. But I started asking God, what is it, something else I can do? Because there's got to be something beyond this. This all it is to life for me to grow up in poverty and live this way, and I can't change the world no kind of way. This all it is for me. But here I'm looking at millionaires and billionaires that's out here changing the world. I said, I want to be one of them. I want to do some of that. So God's starting to elevate me to do that kind of stuff now. Slowly but surely, but he's elevating me. I ain't suffering no more from nothing. Financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I don't worry about nothing. I don't worry about no bills. I don't worry about nothing. I don't. Because worry ain't going to add nothing to your life. It'll take from you, but it ain't going to add nothing to your life. So I don't worry about nothing. Either something is or it ain't. Either I can help you change or I can't. Either you want to do or you don't. That's your choice. I can't make you do nothing. My job is to provide information, give it to you, and let you know I used to be on your level. Not that I'm above y'all, because guess what? I need y'all like y'all need me. Dudes like you, I need you like you need me, bro. So I ain't sitting here giving you some fairy tale trying to make you think I'm something I'm not. I've been there, bro. I live this. Straight up. The stuff you talking about, I guarantee you I've been 100 times harder in that game. I promise you I have. Okay. You can say that, but if you ever have a one-on-one with me, I'm telling you, man, it's some stuff I can't, because I'm on camera, it's some stuff I can't really talk about that if I get into it, you'll say, oh, okay. Nah, you're not here front, bro. I don't get nothing out of this. I don't get nothing out of coming here trying to talk y'all front. No, I don't get nothing out of that. Don't mean nothing to me. I ain't out here trying to prove to the world that I'm Superman. I'm coming to save all these kids. God put a mandate on my life, and the mandate was to help kids like y'all grow. Help y'all know something, go somewhere and do something y'all want to do. If your mindset ain't changed yet, brother, it will. Trust me. Promise you. You're going to look back on this one day and say, hey, you're right. I'm going to give you my card. You can use it. You can throw it in the trash. It don't matter to me. But I wish you used it. Whatever your mindset is today, I promise you it's going to change. You know why? Because you ain't going to always be that age. And with life comes experience. You're going to either experience it, get higher, get better, or you're not going to experience it. You're going to keep ending up in the jail system and one day in the casket. It's your choice. You can end up where you want. God give you free range. He give you free will to do what you want to do. You could choose life or you could choose death. I ain't here to tell you what you should choose, but I'm here to tell you that there's another side to life. There's something better than this. I'm here to tell you that. So if y'all want it, I'm here to give it to you. If you don't, that's cool too. But I feel good. I can sleep good at night knowing that I came and did it from my heart. I still sleep good, but I wouldn't sleep as good if I come out here and I go to sleep Oh yeah, man, I made that 50,000 a day talking to them kids. Man, money a means of exchange to get what we want. Money is nothing until it get cut in these rectangle shapes and they put this special ink on it and they put this little silver bar in the middle to tell you how much it's worth. It's nothing, man. The real currency is gold, silver, precious metals. That's the real currency. That's the stuff ain't gonna perish. Put that in the house, burn the house up, it's still gonna be there. Put a pallet of money right there. When that house burn, that money be gone. It's paper. People killing over it though. They killing because somebody made it had nothing. Y'all should be able to visit the mint, see how they make money. When y'all see how they make it, it came from nothing. But gold and silver, it came out the earth already worth something. Nobody had to refine it or nothing. It came from the earth worth something already. It's gonna be worth something. That's the real currency. That's what banks do. That's the currency that banks hold. Fort Knox, they talking about, y'all ever heard somebody talking about, they go in there like Fort Knox. Fort Knox is a place where they house all the silver and gold. Well, gold, I ain't even say silver, gold. That's the currency. So when you go to the bank and get some money out the bank, they give you this paper money, but the banks sit on the currency, which is the gold. That's what they trade on the stock market. They don't trade dollars, they trade in the gold. You look on the stock market, it's gold, zinc, silver, copper. That's what they trading. They not, you don't see them the dollar bill, how much is the dollar, they'll tell you what it's worth, but they ain't trading the dollar, they trading the gold. That backs the dollar. That's what backs the dollar is the gold. So you know what I started investing in? Gold. I take this paper money that's worth nothing and I invest it in gold.
I heard somebody I watched a YouTube video with this dude, and he basically talking about like stocks and investing and growth, like
Yeah.
money business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was listening to him, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get into like investing in stocks and stuff like that because when you invest, I know that you probably make a lot of money off that. When you say investing in gold, I know gold can get you a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
Gold is a sure shot. Investing is hit or miss. It's like rolling the dice. And you got to really have when you're investing in the stock market. Now the stock market make you rich overnight. No two ways about it. You can get in the stock market and tomorrow be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're doing. But it's always good if you get in the stock market. It's good to have a seasoned broker, somebody that's been in the stock market, that's seasoned in the game, that's got a track record of growth and making you money. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to just get somebody because they say I'm a broker, put them in there, and that's it. You don't want to do that. You want to find somebody that really care and know, and they got a track record they can show to you. They track record where they made people money, millions or billions of dollars, or whatever, right? I still convert my money to gold. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Have you made it pretty much profit off investing in gold?
Yeah, what now?
I said, have you made pretty much profit off investing in gold?
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about for me. So I'm gonna tell you how that goes. So that's why I can say I can come out here and invest my time and my money to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cause that was one of my prayers, ask God to put me in a position where I can come and help y'all. Where I can do for y'all whatever y'all need to do to help y'all get where y'all want to go. The goal is not to go out here and fish for you. The goal is to teach you how to fish. When I teach you how to fish, you can go to the lake whenever you want to. You ain't got to call me, hey, Mr. McCoy, man, can you come and put this worm on the hook, show me how to go again? No, you ain't got to call me no more. I'm going to ride with you until you get your first X amount of dollars. Till I know that you can tread water by yourself. The church that I'm involved in, check out what they doing. I ain't seen a church in the world like this. Nowhere. It's in Chicago. I travel there to go to church. 2 times a month I drive there. Because look what they doing. They got a school called JBS. It's called Joseph Business School, right? They put you in this school and they show you how to become a millionaire. The things that I'm telling y'all about right now, this is actually what they do for y'all. You know what I'm saying? To help you get there. This is what they're doing for me now. They got another program where they put you in it for 9 weeks. Check this out. They guarantee you after 9 weeks, you got your first $1 million contract from them. They won't let you out until you got your first $1 million government contract, your first $1 million. Then they put you in what they call a millionaires club. And it's a bunch of them in there right now. I'm gonna be in that club. I'm gonna be in that number. I'm telling you. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all want to get some real bread, man. These streets ain't where it's at. The bread out here just ain't, because if it was, you'd already be rich. You already be a millionaire. Whatever y'all done to get money, if you sold dope, whatever, if you did, you'd already be a millionaire. So it's obviously not for you. If you end up here and you here, you just here. You done sold dope, you done did this, you done did that, and guess what? You still flat broke. You done took the risk. You got ops now. You got people looking for you. You got people gunning for you, and you still flat broke out here trying to get the dollar because you done had to finesse somebody to get it. So I'm just trying to challenge you to think. If you are here selling dope, you doing this, that, and the other, what is it going to do to help you go? What is that doing for you? Did it get you to be a millionaire? Can you go out and buy whatever you want, however you want, when you want? Can you sow into somebody else's life? Because that's the real goal right there, is to be able to put into somebody's life and help somebody else. If you can do that, if you're already in a position, you shouldn't be sitting here. Because your mind should already be, if you're in that position and you ain't got no ops, you ain't got nobody gunning for you, you ain't gunning for nobody, you can walk out and live a calm, cool life, then you made it. Whoop-de-doo, great. I'm happy for you. I want you to be that. So if you already at that status, that means you should get out there and stay out of there. Because you the fool if you keep sitting here and you got all that going on. If you got it like that and you in there, I'm just saying. No, I'm not just saying. I'm not just saying, I'm just talking about in general. But if you got it like that, whomever, you the fool sitting in here. But if you don't, I'm here to teach you how to get it. So, you know how they say, they got people out here writing books, ain't never wrote a book. They got people out here teaching how to get money, ain't never got no money. I wouldn't even do this until I got to the point where I can teach y'all how to do it. And for me to get there, I had to be making money. Right, that's the only way I can teach you. Ain't no way in the world I can write a self-help book and ain't help myself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's for real. You right. Can't teach the kids, you ain't never killed me. Guess what? I have. So I can teach that, but I won't. Because it ain't costing me nothing. I'm here by the grace of God. That's what almost held me up for 88 years. 2 people. I wasn't ashamed about it. I handled that business because that's what I had to do at that point in time to keep me living. And that's what somebody just came against me. I went out here just tripping because I want to take somebody. I went out here just tripping. I did what I had to do to go home to my family. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a good thing. I ain't proud about it. It's something I probably would never do again. I mean, if it came toward me, I'm gonna defend me. But I got a different thought pattern. So now, what put me in that position is me having a thought pattern to put myself in a certain spot. So I don't put myself in those positions no more. There's places that I know don't put me in that position, I don't go to the places no more. And I'm not thrilled to even go. I ain't missing nothing because I've been there, I've done it, and it yielded nothing for me. No profit, I ain't get nothing out the deal. But broke. And then now, I got a son that just went back. One of my sons, but, he's here hard as a box of rocks. I told him, you go back. Don't call me talking about put money on your books. Come, sir, because you already did 2.5 years. So don't call me talking about, I'm your daddy, of course. Don't call me talking about, until you get your mind changed, because he around me every day. He done traveled with me. He done seen me come out the mud and go up here. He seen it. So he ain't got no excuse. So I'm a little bit harder on him than I probably would be on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal, man. I just want to I ain't gonna hold y'all a lot more. I know y'all probably got to eat or whatever, but I just want to come out and talk to y'all. Come out here and talk to y'all. Hopefully I can do something to help y'all. Hopefully I can do something to change your mind, you know what I'm saying? And those that don't have a mindset to change right now, you will. Now whether it change for the better or the worse, I don't know, but believe me, it'll change. It's not gonna stay the same. Your mind not gonna stay, because as you grow, you're gonna start looking at different stuff. You're gonna start having different priorities. You're gonna start thinking about different things as you grow, because I know that because I thought that I would always be in the frame of mind that I was in, but as I grew, I started thinking about different stuff. Other stuff became more important to me, and other things became least important to me. Like some of the dudes I grew up with, and y'all gotta understand this. Some guys y'all growing up with that y'all going with now, everybody came with you, can't go with you. Everybody came with you, ain't gonna be able to grow with you. There's some guys that ain't gonna, like you be ready to change your mind, some guys ain't gonna be ready to change, bro. And you can't keep putting yourself in a position with them if they not ready to go. If they ain't ready to change, they ain't on the same, you gotta have like all my people on my team think like I think. I made that on purpose. Because I need to go, I need to know that when I put tasks in people's hands, they gonna think like I think. I ain't gotta go back and say, man, I wonder did he do or did he this. So everybody came with you, ain't gonna go with you. When you change your level of thinking, you trying to go somewhere different, they not gonna go where you going. They don't have a desire to go where you're going. They don't know what you know. Once you know someone, something hits you, you see something with your eyes, that's one thing. But once it hits you in here, that's gonna be a whole nother deal. Once it hits you in the heart, you can't change that. Once that hits you, you're gonna say, okay, let me go here, let me do this here. Let me do something different. You know. But that's it, man. I just come out here, I'm gonna give y'all my business card. Y'all wanna call me up, me help y'all change y'all life, man, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm here for. I ain't here to put no pressure on you. I ain't here to make you do. I ain't turn no screws. I ain't turn you into the laws. None of that. None of that, bro. I ain't getting nothing out of that. I'm just here to help you.
So you gonna answer the phone?
No. So you gonna call me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's something you get voicemail.
Huh?
You need like 5 voicemail.
You said what now about a voicemail? If you
Voicemail.
okay, so I'm gonna give y'all the. Hey man, y'all. Let me see what kind of shit. Two, back your time.